Hello, my name is Rap. This is my new video about Warframe. Today I'll go with Loki. I'll take the Braton as my primary weapon, Akbronco as my secondary, and Hate as my melee weapon. I'm going to do a extermination mission. Now in these few games I'm playing with Loki a little different. It reminds me when I start playing with him, I didn't use invisibility much. It was all about decoy. I only start using invisibility a little after, because when we are new we don't quite understand things, and we are reading one thing here, one thing there, and we start learning to play with the specific frame. But the fact is, I don't think, and I think there are a few players that agree with me. There are others that don't agree with me, because they defend that if the ability is there, it's to be used. But the fact is, narrow-minded, continuity, and Loki, you miss most of the game. Already have little challenge. If you're going invisible a whole level, then I don't see any challenging in that. It's true that Loki is very weak, it's true, but you can use invisibility to escape a hard situation, but run the whole level invisible, I don't see any accomplishment in that. And I have very quite examples to that. I'm not saying the name because it doesn't matter. I'm not here to denigrate anybody. So it was a simple coincidence that someone that in a forum asked for more high level missions one day do a high level with me, and he killed one enemy because he go invisible from the start of the mission until the end. So now I ask, you can do that in low level. Why ask for high level missions if you are not going to kill anybody? You are only going to pass the level invisible, and I'm sure that he only killed one. Surely that was the guy that was in front of him when he lost invisibility and had to press again. I think I wasn't there, so I don't know, but it doesn't make too much sense to ask for high level missions and then go Loki invisible. Sorry, but you have radial disarm to disarm the enemies, so your low shields, low health can take a little longer. You have decoy to distract enemies, and say that you can only do the mission invisible. It's not true, but it's the easy way to do the mission. But I don't want to talk too much about this, because people should play the way they feel like, and I'm nobody to say otherwise. So, and I'm a little How should I say? I don't know the word, but I just don't feel that people sometimes say things that, well, they they are useless. I can't find other word to describe. They are useless only. Loki was my first frame. I love Loki. My favorite is Vauban, but I love to play with Loki. Uh, Loki is the one that when I target something high in survival, it is always my choice, mostly because invisibility. I can do things without too much effort, but if I'm looking for a challenge, it's not Loki that I'm going to choose, or even Rhino. But Rhino now it's better because you don't have the God mod anymore, because you actually lose your iron skin if you go too high to enemies too high again, and they drop your iron skin very easily. So it is more challenging now, but even so, it is a easy frame to accomplish things. So now I'm loving it to play with Valky and with Loki exactly because of this. Because you make a mistake, you die. There's no question. And because now most of the time I play alone, I prefer this way. Because when playing online, you make a mistake, you will always have someone to revive you. When you are playing alone, you make a mistake, you die. And there's a good training. You learn a lot with that. And I'm not stopping player even if I lose my four lives, because I have lots of frames I like to play with also. I have to to refill my ammo. I was firing and I didn't saw that I didn't have ammo. Okay, let's. As I was saying, I'm loving it now. Play with Valkyr. Valkyr is even more unforgivable than Loki, because Valkyr doesn't have, for instance, decoy or radial disarm. So have hysteria. That is the only way that when you make a mistake, if you are quick to press hysteria, you can correct things, because hysteria give you invulnerability. Sorry, it was a tough word to me. And you can still avoid dying, but it is a good challenge to play with her, because you think more your actions, you play more conservatively, you want to take advantage of her abilities, not only hysteria. I only use hysteria to revive if I'm playing online, or to escape a tough situation. It's only because of that I use hysteria. I use a lot her first, and I think it's the second ability, second or third, is the ability that's stun. It's the third ability, yes. I only use her first and third ability. Mostly, of course I use the hysteria, but not so often. Because I want to go melee, it's not useful every time, but Hysteria works like the invisibility in this build of Loki. Invisibility here is a escape button. If I'm in a tough situation, I see that I'm going to die, then I press invisibility and have a brief time to tank things. Sometimes I don't have time to press invisibility, but this is like everything. And I usually learned that when I was a kid. I thank God my father taught me some good things. We learn with our mistakes, and sometimes our mistakes make us stronger people, so, or stronger person, as you prefer. This is a video game, but it is the same thing in life. If we all go to where we feel comfortable, then we don't learn anything. I think we don't learn anything, because we are never in real danger. Wow. I'm making a mistake that I'm not destroying these guys, and I'm wasting too much ammo, because the Braton is good, but because of the low damage you have to control your ammo, or it happens that it's happened to me before. I become without ammo because I'm killing them without killing the shield, the Osprey shield, and I'm wasting the double of my ammo to kill the same enemy. This is something I usually do, is kill the shield Osprey first and then take down the enemies. Okay, only 2 left, so I'm not going to refill, it doesn't matter because the mission is done. Yeah, this is just a thing. I didn't have to use invisibility because Loki have a very good utility abilities. You have disarm to disarm enemies, so you can stop enemy fire from you. You have decoy that at this level, this is a tower tree, can't take too much fire, but it still distract the enemies for a little time, so it is useful. And I'm using overextended, that it does minus half damage, so it is even less durable, but it's still useful. The thing is, and this is what I get, it's a supposition, I'm not sure, but what I see when I see people playing with Loki, and I'm not talking about new players, is that they use very few decoy, almost at least the ones I encounter online almost doesn't use decoy, and use very few times disarm, which I think that is a very helpful thing, especially if you don't want to rely on your invisibility. Okay, it's done. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, see you around.